Have you ever wondered why good people are overlooked, while cunning ones rise? Why the most honest voice in the room is silenced, while the manipulator thrives? You've seen it. You felt it. That quiet injustice where authenticity gets punished, while masks and tricks are celebrated. You've probably been the one overlooked, the one passed by, while someone less deserving, but more strategic, walked away with the prize. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The world does not reward purity. It rewards perception. It rewards cunning. It rewards those who understand the hidden game. Machiavelli wrote this centuries ago in The Prince, and though we've wrapped our modern world in the language of fairness, merit, and equality, the same principle still rules. Success often belongs not to the most virtuous, but to the most manipulative. And before you dismiss this as cynical, ask yourself, haven't you worn a mask? Haven't you played a role? Haven't you bent the truth to protect yourself or to win something you wanted? The manipulators are not just out there. They live inside of us, too. Think about the workplace. The colleague who speaks up too boldly, pointing out flaws, is branded difficult. The one who flatters, who knows when to stay silent, who makes others feel seen, that's the one who gets promoted. Think about relationships. The person who lays bare every insecurity often drives others away, while the one who manages appearances, who knows how to withhold just enough to remain desirable, this person often maintains power. These are not accidents. They're reflections of a deeper truth. Society quietly rewards masks. Machiavelli saw this clearly. He argued that a ruler must learn to be both lion and fox, strong when necessary, cunning when needed. Power, he said, does not belong to the good, but to the adaptable. And what is adaptability, if not a kind of manipulation? Psychologists echo this today. Research on impression management shows that people who can shape how others perceive them often rise higher, regardless of raw talent. We like to call it charisma or leadership, but beneath the polished words lies something primal, the art of bending perception. The masks we wear are not just lies. They're survival tools. Here's where it gets painful. The innocent, the honest, the ones who cannot play the game, they often fall behind. You've probably seen it. The brilliant friend who never got recognized. The kind colleague passed over for promotion. The truth teller who was silenced while the politician smiled his way into power. History repeats this endlessly. Consider Socrates, who lived with uncompromising honesty and paid with his life. Or Bonhoeffer, who stood against the Nazis and was executed for his refusal to compromise. Their integrity was pure, but the world crushed them for it. Machiavelli would have called them noble, but naive. Because in his eyes, virtue without cunning is weakness. And in many ways, he wasn't wrong. Modern psychology even confirms this. The dark triad traits, Machiavellianism, narcissism, and psychopathy, are overrepresented among leaders. Why? Because these traits allow people to dominate, charm, and manipulate others to their will. The ruthless climb higher because they are willing to do what others won't. It's unfair. It feels wrong. And yet, it's real. The innocent often fail not because they lack worth, but because they lack masks. But here's the twist. Yes, manipulators often win in the short term. They rise. They charm. They dominate. But manipulation comes with a cost, a quiet, corrosive one. Those who manipulate too much eventually live in a prison of their own making. They cannot trust others because they know how easily trust can be broken. They cannot rest because their power depends on constant performance. They become trapped in masks, never truly seen, never truly loved. Meanwhile, authenticity, though often punished, carries a strange kind of freedom. The truth teller may be silenced in the crowd, but they sleep at night without fear. They lose the game of appearances, but they win the game of the soul. Machiavelli may have been right that the world rewards manipulators, but life itself, the deeper, more eternal life, rewards authenticity. This is why we revere figures like Socrates and Bonhoeffer, long after the cunning rulers of their time are forgotten. Manipulators may win the moment. Truth tellers win eternity. So where does that leave you? Should you embrace manipulation, abandon honesty, and play the game? Or should you reject it, even if it means being left behind? Maybe the answer is not either/or. Maybe it is balance. To survive in this world, you must learn to be both fox and lion, mask and truth. To recognize manipulation, to wield it when necessary, but not let it consume who you are. Because here's the ultimate lesson. You're already playing the game, whether you admit it or not. Every smile you fake, every silence you hold, every careful word you choose, it's all strategy. The question is whether you're playing blindly or with awareness. Machiavelli teaches us the rules. Psychology reveals why they work. But it's you who must decide how to play. Will you bend entirely into manipulation? Or will you risk the pain of authenticity? The world rewards manipulators, but history, perhaps even eternity, rewards those brave enough to be real. So I leave you with this question. Do you want to win the world, or do you want to win yourself?